Hello, everybody. I have a really wonderful interview this morning that's part of my Kick Butt Leadership interview series. And I have an incredibly wonderful woman that I met. It's been about probably a year and a half ago, something like that. Maybe 2 years ago now. I'm not sure, time goes so fast. Anyway, I am going to interview her. She's going to tell you all about the amazing work she does. And welcome so much, Dr. Reeta Thukral.
Thank
You,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me on a Sunday morning. So tell us a little bit about, you're a doctor. What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a kidney specialist, a nephrologist, and practiced medicine with specialty in kidney diseases for last over 35 years um, in United States, including India and New Zealand. So
Wow.
I have a wide experience of taking care of patients with kidney diseases in three different cultures.
Oh my, that has to be very difficult to have three different cultures and be able to practice medicine.
Well, it was pretty enjoyable, I must say. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, you're talking to somebody that is lucky to be here because of kidney disease when she was little. So I certainly can appreciate your practice for sure. So tell us, how did you come from India to the United States?
Well, I came many years ago, 4 decades ago, after finishing my medical degree and getting married and with my husband. So it was primarily his idea. He wanted to come. So I just followed along as a wife.
Absolutely. So you have this wonderful foundation called Global Charity Foundation.
Mhm.
Tell me a little bit about why you started it and what it does, and just a little bit about the organization.
Yes, I always have been very passionate about helping children. And I grew up in a family who as a young teenager, I saw my parents, grandparents helping children in need, and in fact helping people in need. So once I grew up and were on my own, settled, and became mother and had children of my own, the desire to help needy children even grew within me, and that brought me to founding this foundation called Global Charity Foundation. It's based in US. I do also have a foundation based in India, which I founded in 1998.
Wow.
So under that foundation, which is after my name, named after my mother, Manmohani Kaul Charitable Medical Trust, has same mission of providing healthcare and education to needy people in general, but with special focus on children. So then in 2007, I decided to found US based foundation to help children here in this country, Global Charity Foundation. So it was just a voice from within to start a platform to help start helping children.
So what does Global Charity Foundation actually do?
Well, the biggest program under Global Charity Foundation is education. So I believe education is the key to have a successful life. Um, so we started education program with a summer tutoring in 2012 and realized that most of these kids in Title I schools with reduced lunch were 2 to 3 years behind their grade level.
Wow.
Then, starting 2013, we chose to do a school year round tutoring throughout the school year. So that meant to start tutoring them every week from mid September to mid May, and each child um, uh, gets tutored 4 hours a week in core subjects. We,
Wow.
we started initially with middle school and then realized sixth grader was reading at third grade level, so chose then following year in 2014 school year, we expanded the program to elementary school all the way to kindergarten. So we do right now, we did kindergarten to eighth grade, and then in one of our schools, we have a high school attached because most of the other schools are elementary and middle school. In one of our schools, we have middle school and high school, and we started tutoring their middle school students for last 5 years. We've been in that school, and realized as we monitored these students going into high school, like 5 years ago, the eighth grader, when they started getting into ninth grade, 10th grade, this year, that particular eighth graders are graduating from high school. So we monitored these students throughout their high school years, and we saw significant improvement in their academics
Wow.
to the point this year all of our students coming out of our program are graduating with 100% graduation rate, plus half of them are taking college credits already.
That's amazing. Wow.
So
They're already taking college credits.
yeah, I don't have those details right now,
Right. That's
but
pretty
school
incredible.
school will we will discuss that and present that in our upcoming fundraiser, because school will provide us a little more information.
Sure. Sure.
However, this particular school has been asking us to tutor high school students, means the students who were not in our program in middle school. There are other students who just come to this school in ninth grade and are behind. So he wanted us to really help them out in high school, and we have not done it till this year. We finally decided this school year that we will expand our program to high school, not only in this school but any other high school in the valley who wants our help will be. Uh, we have opened our program to high school students. So we do have a new program starting this year to tutoring high school students. So, what we plan to do, Connie, for those people who would listen to this interview, then moving forward, we will be following high school students. We'll have two tracks. One track would be coming out of our middle school and not tutoring them in high school, just following their progress, how the middle school tutoring has made an impact on the high school years, which we are already saying that our students are graduating 100% graduation rate. So we already seen the impact, but we will continue to follow that. And then we'll have second track of students where we started tutoring in ninth grade who are behind, and then follow them, how many, what percentage of them and how many of them will actually graduate from high school instead of dropping out because they were behind. Ninth grader, if ninth grade is at sixth grade level, he or she does not are not able to handle the pressures of high school because they are so behind. So we will now have that group of students moving forward.
How do you find or how did you determine what students are eligible for your program?
No, we partner with schools. We partner with schools, and
Well, they make recommendations.
school officials are the best one to select their students who need help.
Absolutely. Okay.
So
That's
we
cool.
let them select the students who qualify for our program.
And how do you find the tutors?
They help us. Schools help us to find the tutors.
That's
They help
awesome.
us.
That's
But
awesome.
there are criteria for tutors. These teachers or tutors, they have to be certified teachers, active teachers with a hold on subject. They're not volunteers. They're not retired teachers. So they are active teachers. So that is our criteria to select these. And we raise funds to pay the tutors. So in our organization, we are all volunteers, including me, but only people who get paid the reason we raise funds are to pay the tutors, because our tutor student ratio in our tutoring sessions is 1 to 7.
Wow.
More more funds we raise, more tutors we can hire, more students we can enroll.
That's very, very, very impressive. How many? I didn't ask you this before we started the interview, so I don't want to mean to put you on the spot. But do you have an approximate number of how many kids you've helped so far?
Well, and we have had for last, I would say, 4 years straight, around 250 students.
That's impressive.
First year, very first year, we had 35 in 2013. Then we doubled, and then we tripled. And the fourth year, we had 250. We have stayed around there for last 3, 4 years now. It's hard to um, actually say how many new and how many old. It's hard
Sure.
to calculate that. But in tutoring hours, we have provided over 200,000 tutoring hours.
200,000?
Mhm.
Oh,
Over 200,000 tutoring hours in last 7 years.
so what kind of help do you need for your organization?
We are definitely funds. That is the main um, driving force. How many funds we can raise, how many students we can enroll. That's more or less directly proportional to it. And then we also are looking for more people, community partners and businesses and sponsors and corporate and people like yourself who can help us grow our vision, who can help us um, bring in people into our organization to be directly involved, because we have reached a point in our organization where we could use uh, different perspectives of different people, how we can um, grow this organization and help more students. We have followed one model so far, and I'm sure there are other ways people may suggest. So we're looking for brains and we're looking for funds.
Well, well, I know one of your big fundraisers is actually the very first time I met you. We had talked on the phone, and you invited me to your gala, and I wasn't even sure, except from a picture I saw on Facebook. I wasn't even sure what you looked like yet. So, and I and I came to the gala, and what an amazing, amazing event it was.
By the way, that was 3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago. Oh my goodness. Oh geez.
That
So
was at Venetian, remember?
oh, that's right. It was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Share with us about the gala. Tell us a little bit about it, when it is, and what is the gala this year? What's it going to be all about? What's the theme? All that.
Well, we this year, the gala is on February 29th, and it's going to be at Siena Communities Golf Course and Community Center ballrooms. And theme is we're creating an Asian theme. So some of the decors and the food and some of the other things we will have in that theme, Asian theme. Um, so, this, as you said, this is the biggest fundraiser. So we like to invite the whole town to our gala and see us in action, see us actually listen to the reports we will be presenting and the students and schools who would be presenting themselves on the stage. So we like everybody to come help us uh, with their ideas, with their funds, and help us grow the program. It's a community program. It's a the name of the program is Community Education Program. So it's not just my program. I just started the platform to help these kids, but it is a community program. So I would like community really to take a look at this cause, because without education, you can't really do anything else. A lot of other programs are also dependent in town, a lot of other programs, are dependent on basic education. If you don't have basic education, you can't
Sure.
learn anything else, in
That's
my opinion.
absolutely true.
So
Absolutely.
I like community to get involved with the cause, help these kids to give them a future, because if we do it right now, tomorrow we will have a stronger, educated community around us and safer neighborhoods around us and more skilled people around us and more better workforce around us. But if we don't do anything about it today, consequences are different.
Well, I have to say, I mean, just the fact that you have 100% graduation for your brand new high school program, that speaks volumes. I mean, just volumes, and that they're going on to college and they're already doing some college credit. That speaks volumes. I mean, you take kids that maybe were behind, say 2 or 3 years behind in their
Yes.
education, and they are accomplishing that. That speaks volumes about the work that you're doing and how important that it is. So I plan on talking a lot about this, and we actually are going to plan a little outing, and I'm going to go with her to talk to some of the schools and maybe be one of the things I loved about the gala that I went to um, is the fact that the kids were just absolutely beautiful, and so I think being able to share and get their thoughts on how successful the program is. So my hat is off to you and all the hard. I know you work extremely hard at this. So anybody out there that wants to come to the gala, we'll put the information on a link on this Facebook page or on this interview. And also, if you have time to help in any way, your brain, your money, she does this all on her own. So she's got people around her supporting her, but she's the driving force behind it. So I want to do everything I can to support her and push her forward and highlight her. So the next time that we talk, we'll be going to a school or something to be able to bring you the work that she actually is doing with her foundation. Anything that you would like to add at all, Dr. Tuco?
Yes, yes. If everybody who wants to come, you can purchase the tickets on our website. We prefer to have tickets purchased before, not the walk-ins. We do not promote walk-ins, but they are welcome if somebody decides at the last minute. But they can go on our website to purchase the tickets. It's www.gcfcares.org. That's our website address, and there is a um, all the information is on the website to be able to purchase the tickets.
Well, I will also make sure I post your website address so they can go on and purchase the ticket. Thank you so much for coming on with me and sharing your important message and the difference that you're making in our community. I think it's really important that people understand how important that education is. And there's so many kids out there that need the kind of help that you're offering. I cannot believe you've done 200,000 hours of tutoring. That's just amazing to me.
And
So
yeah, I like to thank you, Connie, for giving me this opportunity and letting people know what we are doing. And like to leave everybody with one thought is education is almost like having another DNA. Without education, one cannot move forward. So please think of these kids. They are your community kids. They will be tomorrow your employees, business partners. They will create, they will give back, they will become productive members of society. They will pay taxes rather than being burdened on our taxes, so on and so forth. So please look at it that way. It's a long term investment, but it will give you the returns you deserve. Thank you.
thank you so much, and cannot wait to come in one of the schools and visit with you and see everything in action. And I will be at the gala this year. The last 2 years I've been out of town every time, so this year I will make a point of not putting anything around that calendar.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. You take care, and we'll be back again with another wonderful interview, and it'll be with this lady, one of the ones we're going to do. So, thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a fabulous day.
You too. Thank you very much.